Okay, I want to take 5 minutes or less, and I want to talk about the difference in thinking with a funnel-based website over a traditional website. What we have here is a diagram of sort of an old school website where the idea was that people would land at your home page, and then they would select what aspect of your service they were going to, or what aspect of your site they were going to investigate. This is the way that the web worked in early days, but now search engines are so specific they're as likely to end up at one of these. Let's just say, for example, that I was running a computer service store. So I might have service for people who need to have their computers work on. Might have support for software or integrating things or adding peripherals or whatever like that. About is pretty much just going to be about my store, and contact is going to be a way of getting in touch with me. So the way that a funnel approach does this is it changes a little bit. You start with the idea that you have a goal of them contacting you, so that becomes one of the things that this becomes the important part of your website, is the ability to get them to come in and contact you. So this all of a sudden becomes the most important page instead of the home page, which used to be considered the most important page. So we're going to move that over here, and we're going to take a look at the funnel. So then the next thing is that how do they find your site? Well, when you're marketing, there's a couple different places that things you may do. You may have organic search from a search engine, which is likely to come to your home page, although it may come to these others depending upon what the search is. You might have a Facebook landing page for people coming from Facebook. Well, people finding you on Facebook probably have an existing association with you. So maybe they're calling for support or trying to contact you for support over some service that you have provided for them before, or they're already members of you. Of your organization, and so they're likely to be looking at support. Whereas people who are coming from, say, a Yelp landing page or a Yellow Pages, these are people that don't know you yet. They're just learning about you, and they're maybe more likely to need service. So what you've got is people coming into your site from different locations. This is where it's all about the user and their experience. So somebody coming from a Facebook landing page land there and they talk, well, your link is most likely from there going to be to this support section. The thing is that when you are creating your marketing materials, you're not really marketing Fred's computer store. You are, but in modern marketing, you have to be more specific about it. Support from Fred's computer store, or service from Fred's computer store, or how to get rid of the G649 virus from Fred's, Fred's computer store. So you get more specific, and so you have to think more about, okay, if somebody's coming from my Facebook, what are they most likely going to be looking at? And then you would actually target your Facebook page or your ad or whatever it is that you are doing. Yellow Pages to service, Yelp to service. So what you have to then do is change the way you think about your website. The directory is likely to be the same, but this funnel of how the people are going to navigate through is different. So the key thing is when you start connecting these pages, when you're making a path from one page to the next, what you have to realize is that you are trying to get them to this target page. And your diagram needs to illustrate that. So from the Facebook page, landing page, I'm not likely to have, my key is not to be pointing them to the service. It's going to be pointing to the support page. Now, my support page, my about page, my service page, my contact page, my home page, they're all going to have this global navigation that connects you to the other sites of the page. But what you're trying to do in this funnel is you're trying to present them with a reason to contact you. Here's a special this week. So there needs to be a call to action on this page. So This sort of welcomes you there. This is a call to action. This is their response, is to contact you. It also gives them, you would also from this page have a link to service or about or the home page. But the idea is that you need to be working on getting, establishing this funnel so that you are able to accomplish the goal of your site, which is so that your website will end up being this funnel type of website. This is not the architecture of the way that the site is going to be drawn out from the directory level. This is a path of trying to move people forward to get to this contact, because this is where you've accomplished whatever you're trying to do on your website. Once they hit that page, it's great. If they don't hit this page, then it's abandoned, and you got to see, you don't make any money from an abandoned site. So as you're doing your diagram, think about this, and that's what I'm trying to get you to do in this assignment, is to create a navigation plan that's going to move them towards this contact, and then ultimately the response to that contact, which is the completion page. So that's what you need to be doing.